Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today we are back on the water softener. About 2 years ago, we installed that water softener and we posted a video, and I'll leave that link for you up above on how we did that. We've ran into a problem. What's happening is we are unable to adjust the softener level. One of the buttons has failed on the control panel. So what we've done is we've used the 3-year warranty that comes with that when we bought it at our big box store, contacted the manufacturer, and they sent us a new control board. And in today's video, what we're going to do is replace that, and we'll show you how to do that next. All right, boy, it's hard to believe it's been 2 years that we've used this. The really nice thing about this is it doesn't use a lot of salt, but it actually does a really good job keeping our family in soft water. So we definitely want to get this fixed. First order of business we're going to do is we're going to take this outside panel off, and it should just lift up and out, and that will show the underside workings, and that way we can get to the display. So the display, of course, located right here. And let me move you over here and show you. You can see on the display itself, if you look close, when I hit this down arrow, nothing's happening. And whenever I set sea salt level, attempt to adjust that, I've got no change. And so we're going to go ahead and switch out that panel. Should be a pretty quick repair. And like I said, I reached out to the manufacturer. They have a website. You just go to there. I sent them a picture, and within a week, they had sent this to me, no questions asked. So let's get this off and get started. Okay. So boy, being out in the garage, obviously it gets a lot of dust. That's okay, we're not going to worry about it. The area that we put the salt in is very clean. So what we need to do, I'm going to lift that up. There's the front side. Flip that over. Now we need to remove right here and here. There's some tabs, and so this should be able to separate. If you look closely, it appears that it will separate. They didn't send any instructions that really would reveal an easy way to do this, so I figured this video would be helpful for each of you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a screwdriver. We're going to push that in and that in. Okay, so let's take a look. Obviously, all of the wires are coming in here, so when we take that out, we should easily be able to see this control panel here. First thing I'm going to do is move this LED, and it just has like a clip. And so I moved that clip a little bit. Of course, the LED came out. Set this back there. And then those little tabs we talked about, there's one here and one here. Push down, see if we can get this to open. There we go. There's that one side. This one again here. There. What I did was I lifted up, just pulled up slightly on this when I pushed on that, and out it came. Let's take a look. All right, just lifting it right off. Trying to be really careful. There. Okay, so that'll be helpful. You can see this plastic mount sitting there. The wires pass right through there, and of course, click into the control board. So I'm going to just feed the wires forward. Obviously, you saw earlier I had unplugged that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out my other board, And then I'm just going to start unplugging and then plugging back in to the new board that they sent. There's the new board. We've got it bundled up. Undo the twist tie. There we are. Okay, let's try to orient this. All right. So here's the new one, the old one. Kind of see that there. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these wires and just transfer them over one by one. Obviously, you can completely unplug everything if you like, and then put the other one in. I find it easier to do it this way, so that way, in case I get confused on where some of the wires are, then I don't necessarily have to worry about going back and reviewing the footage or anything like that. So this particular spot here is what goes to this power pack. They sent us a new power pack. Not necessarily going to use that. This one works just fine. Just being very careful here to remove each one of these. That just unplugs. There's only one direction that goes. Got a harness right here. Unplug that. So back on the new one. Here's the matching harness. You can see right there. Clip that in. There we are. Okay. Take this one right there. Okay. There's that. All right. Now what we need to do is I'm going to try to wiggle out the plug here. If I can't get that, I'll use a pair of needle nose pliers, but I should be able to get that to set this down so I can get a little bit more leverage for you. Remember, it's unplugged. I'll make sure it's unplugged. Take that. I'm going to just take that and pry that up. There we go. And that one slowly but surely is coming. There we are. Okay, that's done. Go back over to the new one here. Just maintaining the same orientation that I took it out. Push that in. Okay, there's that. What do we have left? Looks like we have a couple of other wires here, and that's probably related to the tank light. So I'm going to pull that up. There we are. Exactly what that is. And so shipped from the factory, they have this bundled together here with another one of those twist ties. So we'll undo that, move that aside. And it looks like a mess, but just slow the video down or stop the video if you want to take a look. It's actually becoming a bit easier as I walk through this to understand. So here again, the old one is completely out. This was the tank light, and that was just sitting down in there. So pop that out. This is the LED light. We just pushed that out that you saw earlier. And of course, we undid that harness. Now, there's tabs, all 4 tabs here. What we'll do is we'll push that, and then this should pop right out. There we go. See? Out it comes. I think that's the old one. Now let's take the new one. Remember the orientation, if you look at the buttons, this side was up, this is up. Just going to repeat the process. There's little standoff tabs here and here, and it clips in. So I'm going to match those up with the holes that you see right there. Just pops right in. And make sure I got everything. There's that. I'm going to separate these LEDs a little bit. Remember, one of these is for the tank. And it's this one here with the rubber grommet. So I'm going to move that over to the side. And there's a hole right here that's shaped much like this. You can see that it has flat side and then a round side. All I got to do, push that right in there. That's it. I'll take this LED. Remember, it was right here, and those are those tabs. Push it in, click. Now let's take our wire they gave us here to tidy up some of these wires. Put them together like this. Use that twist tie on around, and there we are. Remember, this sits inside this piece. So on the side of here, pass through for the wires. That's kind of nice. I didn't notice that when we took it apart before. So what we'll do, we'll pass those through. Okay. Make sure I have enough wire out. All right, so then we're going to repeat that process. There's some tabs here that snap down on the side. Then remember the top ones that we removed. So we're going to just gently set this into place. Clicks. This should do the same. There we are. Do the top, all sides. There we are. Set that back in. Before I put the top back on, I'm going to go ahead and power this thing up. Let's just make sure that it works. All right. That blinking light means that it is completely reset, and so I need to go in and program this. So I'll set the time. 125. Look at that, the down arrow is working. See that? So that has been completely corrected. Actually, it's 120. There we are. Okay, and that was correct setting for our water hardness. When do I want it to recharge? So do mine during the day. So we'll say 2 p.m. Sodium chloride, that's correct. We're done. Now I need to set my sea salt level, and inside here, it's up to the level 6. Level 6. And what it'll do is whenever it gets down to about level 2, this will start flashing. And so when we walk by it, obviously you can see it. It says, up, you need more salt. Like I said, this doesn't use very much salt at all compared to the one we've had before. So it actually is pretty economical. So that's it. To close the video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the lid back on and then put things back in that we had around this water softener, and we're done. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again soon.